watch your man, then you should watch your mouth. Bitches is pressed, administer mouth to mouth. You see them stats? You know what I am about? I am the champ. I am Mike and about.
What's going on? It's your favorite trans girl here on YouTube, Miley Carter. So today's video is going to be no emotional type of video. I know you guys probably think because of its title that it probably is, but it definitely is not. It's just something that's, you know, really speaking from the heart. It's just like certain things about being trans that I really hate. And the first thing that I really hate is like the phases you have to go through of learning how to be patient and to trust your transition. Going along with starting, you know, your HRT or starting your transition as a whole, whether it's through meds or without meds. The patience and the thought of even having patience, it really starts to take a toll on you, because it's like, you know, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and in your head you have an ideal image of what you want to look like, and then sometimes when you wake up some days and you feel like, okay, well bitch, I don't look like, you know, how I want to look. So then it really starts fucking with you. And I really went through this in the beginning of my transition, and I'm starting, you know, ready to be 2 years in next year. It kind of disappoints me at times, because I still have those days where, you know, I'm just like, well, I don't look like, you know, how I want to look. And, you know, I know people say take your time and things will happen for you and this will happen, da da da. But sometimes, you know, waiting can take a toll on somebody's transition. It can put you in a serious depression. So if you are young and you are thriving to transition, or it's your burning desire to transition, please understand that it will take a toll on you. Like, I promise you, it seriously will take a toll on you. The second thing is, I hate being trans because you have to literally break down every male characteristic that you have about yourself. A lot of, you know, trans girls go from being a butch queen, which is a gay boy, into transition into a woman, and you have to learn over, you know, over my first course of a year of my transition, I learned to change those mannerisms, those male mannerisms, those gay mannerisms about me. A lot of people have issues with that, and sometimes, honestly, it can have an effect, you know, your characteristics or your mannerisms. Your characteristics or your mannerisms can be affected by who you are hanging around. Like, me personally, I really don't like to hang around like a lot of gay boys, and if they are, you know, gay, they have to look like a boy and not be so clockable, because a guy clocking a gay guy is instantly going to end up clocking you, and you don't really want that, you know, because, you know, in all, we stick to our transition to want to play the female role and want to look like a girl, and, you know, want to be respected as a girl. In all, no one wants to be treated like, you know, a monster. No one wants to be treated like. The third thing that I will say that, like, really just aggravates me sometimes, and what I really hate about transitioning or being transitioned, is that having those male characteristics. And, you know, I accept my flaws, and people in comments all day, and that's another segment, but people in comments all day always, you know, try to pick point and how my voice sounds like a boy, and, you know, and you know, and when I see comments like that, it's just like, well, bitch, I used to be one, you know, like, I'm still breaking, and I'm still just transitioning, so my voice is not going to be the softest, and my voice is not going to be the cuntest, and, you know, that goes into the fifth thing, or the fourth or fifth, I'm not even sure what number I'm on at this point, but it's just like, you know, the comments, the naysayers, the hate, and, you know, I was talking to Samia, and I was just like, you know, bitch, for every negative comment, there's 100 plus positive comments, and I don't even allow negative comments on my page to even be seen. I don't even want to look at it. I don't even click on that tab where the negative comments go, because I sincerely do not care. And I know once I see one of those comments that states like, "You're a man," or "Your voice is deep," or "You're hard," like I've seen someone call me hard in one of my comments, and you know, it's like coming from, I'm not really mad, because it's like, bitch, I'm still freshly a year plus into my transition. Like, you do not transition over a year. Just because you're on hormones for a year, you don't instantly become a woman. And I feel like after that year, going into your second year, then you get into the phase of having, you look like a girl, but your face is still having to break down, and your body is still having to break down. Like I said, everybody's body transitions differently. Over the course of these months, I've been gaining weight, and I'm so happy to even announce that I'm gaining weight, because that's something that I've been wanting to do. So I have a pretty face. I don't care what nobody say. A lot of people tell me my face is pretty, and I know that I'm pretty. So that's, you know, as far as my face, I'm just gonna let that, you know, take its course. But, you know, as far as my body, I do want to gain weight, at least 30 pounds by the end of this year. I have a lot of goals by the end of this year, but I want to gain weight, you know, by the end of this year, because I hate how my body is. My body has definitely broken down over the course of my transition. I started transitioning in March of 2016. I started transitioning in March of 2016. Yeah. And I started transitioning through the doctor in March of 2017. So, when I hit my year mark, that's when I started, you know, transitioning through the doctor. Personally, I do not recommend transitioning through black market, because a lot of you guys, if you haven't seen a video from a long time ago, I honestly was supposed to be dead because of how harsh I was taking my transition, and I was taking shots, and I was basically taking too much estrogen, and I was pumping too much estrogen into my body, more than my body could handle, and I definitely do not recommend doing that. Luckily for me, God, you know, had my back, and all in all, I'm happy I did that, no shade, because it broke my body down faster. And, you know, as you guys know, I really haven't been moaning for the last 4 months, for real, to be honest. It's been, like, very sporadically. Like, I'll moan for a month, and then, it's been very sporadically. But I went to the doctor a few days ago, and they upped my hormones to 6 milligrams. But, you know what, actually, I'm not even going to get into that, because that's going to be my hormone update, which will actually be coming after this video. So, yeah. The last thing that I really hate about being trans is people trying to clock you, or people knowing that you're trans and they instantly always calling you a he, or, you know, people from back then who finally see me in person from years ago, and they call me my old name. Like, bitch, you follow me on my whole social media, and you know that I'm trans, and you know that I prefer to be called this, and you know, like, the other day somebody called me, you know, my old name, and I was just like, did this bitch just really try it? It's so unfortunate how people just genuinely just disrespect people blatantly, and don't really respect people and what they prefer to be called. And, you know, I feel like, you know, if I wanted to be called Orange, the bitch call me Orange. If I feel like, you know, I'm a box of Pampers, then call me a box of Pampers, you know. But some people have that mentality, and some people were raised differently. So that's why I really don't, you know, try to fault people and some of the things they do, because people have different backgrounds, and people grew up differently. Their parents taught them different traits, and their parents taught them different values of life. So you can't really bash or, you know, critique a person about how they feel about you, because that's their own opinion, and people are really entitled to their own opinions. But at the end of the day, if you have common sense to blatantly disrespect me, you have common sense to respect me at the same time, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, follow me on all social media at Miley Carter, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe on this video. I hope you guys are ready for... I'm sorry, that's my fucking refrigerator making all this noise. I hope you guys are ready for the month of November. Starting in 2 days, I will be uploading every day. Every single day. Yes, I said it. Every single day. It's going to be called the month. It's going to be called 30 Days with Miley, okay? I'm going to be uploading a video every day, from hair tutorials, from story times, from advice videos, from, like, I'm going to be doing some hauls. Like, it's going to be so much creativeness going on. Like, I promise you guys, I am bringing, like, some new shit to my channel gradually. I'm so appreciative because I'm slowly coming up on 21,000 subscribers, and I just hit 20,000 not too long ago. I'm so blessed to have you guys supporting me. I'm rambling, but I love you guys.